All right. Now we're live. You're muted. I'm not muted. Do you hear me?
I gotta get rid of Facebook.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yeah, in the call.
The question is this
In the call.
in the call, but not on the internet?
Yeah, in my call.
We should be listening. I should hear myself in the internet.
No. Yeah. I'm saying I need to end the call.
Now we're broadcasting, but I can't hear a damn thing. Now why?
No, it's because when you're talking on Facebook. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta end this call.
I don't understand why I can't hear.
Because Facebook's using. We gotta end the call.
No, I mean, it should be on. It should be broadcasting to Facebook. There'll be a delay, but is this microphone not working or something?
I can't do that in Facebook.
No, it's not on Facebook. It's going to YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. My phone called you originally.
Okay, well, I see you, and you just cut off. Now, this is being broadcast over to YouTube only right now under the Four Corners Talk. But the problem is I don't think I'm hearing myself because I don't hear anything on the computer that's broadcasting. So let me go on to YouTube over on my other computer and see what the hell's going on here. This sucks. What happened? He cut off the live. Okay. Oh, there you are. I don't hear you, though, through my phones. I don't know what the heck's going on, man. Hang on a second. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Let me go to my settings here. Audio. Mic, speaker default, headphones built in. They're working. I don't understand. Default microphone built in. The microphone's working. Camera. Working. Audio. Working. The mic is not muted. Do you hear anything? Let me see what's this coming off over the screen, if anything. Hang on. Do you hear anything? Oh, we are going over the air. Let me see what's this coming off over the screen, if anything. Hang on. Do you hear anything? Oh, we are going over the air. Let me see what's this coming off over the screen, if anything. Hang on. Well, I hear mine coming over the broadcast. Oh, we are going over the air. But I don't hear. Do you hear me at all? Well, I hear mine coming over the broadcast. Oh, we are going over the air. Yeah, I'm not hearing you on the broadcast. Am I not? Did I not approve the microphone or something? Do you hear me at all? Well, man, lots of problems. I hear mine coming over the broadcast. Oh, we are going over the air. Yeah, I'm not hearing you on the broadcast. But why am I hearing? Why don't I hear in my ears? This is silly. Am I not? Did I not approve the microphone or something? Okay, let me put you back on.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there you go. I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, I can't hear myself, but I hear you. So
Cool.
Oh, there you go. I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Well, now we got that going. Okay, I can't hear myself, but I hear you. So. All right, let me turn this one down. Can you hear me okay now?
Perfect. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't hear myself through my earphones, but oh well. So anyway, we got that started. All right. Oh, where'd you go?
Yeah. I was trying to text Shell the address we're on, but anyway.
Oh yeah, go ahead, because we could bring up to 10 people in. We don't have to just share one camera. You could have up to 10 people on here. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Chilling at the Anthony Casa in Lakeland. How's it going, Mr. Appleby over in Orlando? For your
How's it
Florida
going,
people,
sir?
everybody?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. How about yourself? You having a good night?
Good. Yeah, we're just killing it at IT for the second of the year. We went to work today, and I'm glad some people were actually off for the holiday that most people didn't know about, which was today or yesterday.
Everybody takes the day off the day after.
Well,
In fact,
like if you go to your iPhone and look at it, it says a national holiday. My wife was off, and a couple other people were off. Anthony
yeah.
did not realize this until he got back from New York. Like,
What,
oh,
he
this is
made
my
you
busy.
work?
Yeah, well, I mean, like we're Best Buy, remember?
Oh my goodness.
No. So my name's Steve, Mr.
Hi,
Don.
Steve.
I run the number one computer store in Florida, which is Computer Express, on a small business factor that has 4.9 Google reviews.
All
And
right.
me and Mr. Don know each other from Anthony Newman, the proud business owner of Computer Express Intelligent Networks, and also from Disney World. And we
Long
also knew
time
each
friend.
other at a friend level.
Yeah.
Yes. It's an open discussion, even though Mr. Appleby is one of the best in the world to talk about real world discussions of politics and ethics.
I don't know about that, but
But yes.
anyway, we try to talk about whatever we can.
So,
And
what do you want to start off the discussion about? If I was just going to say something about news, I would say, what do you think about these three things? Earthquake, flood, Taiwan versus China, Korea, and oh yeah, Russia, all together. We're in
put 'em-
Florida. We're okay.
well, I'm just glad hurricane season's over. That's all I care about.
I mean, that blows earthquake in a flood like that blows that away. Honestly,
Oh man, I don't know.
I do feel my heart's out to the people in Florida just recently that had the hurricane. We're in Lakeland. We're privileged not to have anything majorly happen because we're so far inland. But anybody at the coast, my heart goes out to them.
Yeah, well, Florida's really good at bouncing back, though, man.
Yeah,
We're,
yeah.
we're all,
We're a tourist company. We're a tourist state for right now until everybody
it's not
fills up all. Yeah, but
when it comes to natural disasters. It's pretty much there's really no safe place to run. If you go inland, you have tornadoes. If you go to out west, you have
frozen.
there's going
Going
to be
back to
something
natural
no matter where you
disasters,
go.
here's a crazy natural disaster that I noticed.
It's just
Texas when it
different,
froze, where
right?
all those truck city shows. That was terrible to watch. I didn't even want
Yeah,
to see it.
you get
I
you
think.
get different natural disasters. So there's no safe. It's not like, oh, Florida's bad for
What
hurricanes.
about the
Yeah, but
moon?
yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never been there, so
Asteroids.
I have no idea how bad that is or how good that is. So
Yeah, it's too dark over there. We wouldn't really know.
yeah, well, I don't think we'll be up there anytime soon to find out,
Yeah. Oh,
unless unless Elon Musk does some
uh,
trips up there or
um.
something.
No, actually, China is a little ahead of it, and the Artemis and everything is going that direction.
I don't
So,
know. I think we'll skip the moon. I don't think anybody's going to mess with the moon for some reason.
uh,
Too busy looking at it a little further than the moon. I don't think there's anything to be had by the moon, really.
so my belief, if we're going to talk about science a little bit, and the way everything's going, I don't feel super global climate thing. I just think the Earth repeats itself, and history repeats itself.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Absolutely.
we are the fleas that it gets rid of and starts fresh, and we're very short lived. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to human beings, and we don't know all the history because it's burned and stuff, because it could have been natural disaster to that extent that we just don't catch back up with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
libraries, um, people want to meet aliens. Aliens are not visiting us; they're most likely just checking us out because they're like, well, they haven't been around. Aliens to get to us either would take us over or monitor us because we haven't got to that point. Previous past in history, maybe that's gone because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know where I stand on aliens. Do they exist? I think it's possible. I
It's
mean,
just
who knows? I could never say otherwise because I couldn't tell you. But there's so much out there, that my neighbor's what is it? Story Musgrave. He lives. He's my neighbor, and I've asked him, and he believes it's possible. I don't think would ever admit he's ever seen any, but he would
so.
believe it's possible.
So my belief, it comes down to, I mean, I'm a raised Baptist. Don't go to church a lot. I'm gonna say I'm 60% religious and 40% science and karma. That's the type of person I am. I just like to take care of everybody. I love everybody. Even people hate me, I love them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way I. But when it comes down to natural disasters, all that stuff, and like people start politics, church likes to complain a little bit about and like, oh, we're going to go to this end. I'm like, it's just normal, natural occurrence. And yes, there's a higher power of some sort, and then yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of what is. So if everybody just takes care of everybody and treats everybody good, we'll all be good. But like, it just two powers, the belief and the control of politics sometimes. But I'm not in politics. I'm not in church, so I can't say.
I'm not too good about church myself, but
Here, Stress Intelligence Network. Sorry.
oh, there he is, Mr. Anthony Newman. What's going on, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on with you? So here, what do you think? This is the new StreamYard.
StreamYard. How many guests?
Oh, your microphone got cut off or something. What happened? What'd you say?
No.
How many guests we got?
Just me and you right now. I started a whole new brand, so I don't think we got many people following us right now. But it actually broadcasts on YouTube, Four Corners Talk. So if you want to tell anybody where it's at, it'll be YouTube at Four Corners Talk.
So, Don,
Yes, sir.
here's my deal.
Here's the deal.
I'm a very apolitical person, and one of the reasons why I'm apolitical is because that I think I failed politics. You don't want to smoke, or you get shut because it will stink in here. And I'm apolitical because I never really took hold of politics in school or really cared about it or realized any impact that it made in my life. Like, had been more of a live and let love. But as I got older, I realized, hey, who we elect in government makes a difference in how our life turns out. What we were talking about earlier when I had said that maybe I think that I'm maybe I'm more liberal than I'm conservative by whatever definition that maybe my Republican friends have, is that we're about people. I'm empathetic. I think that when you have people coming over the border from Mexico here because they want to work, nobody's coming here because they want to live off food stamps. As I told you earlier, I'd never seen a Mexican food in the welfare line.
Well, they are. It does happen, so that's not a out of the question thing.
Oh, I
Once you get here, you of course are going to use the system that's available to you. You'd be stupid not to. I mean,
don't think that's the reason why people come immigrate, leave Venezuela, leave Mexico to come here. I think that
they want to work. I mean, let's be honest. There's a pride in working. They don't want to be on welfare, but when you get here and you get kind of taken over by the free shit, you become addicted to government.
what hardworking Mexican dudes that come over here that all of a sudden say, "Oh my God, I don't have to work anymore. I get shit for free." I don't think that was ever the intention. People come over here want to work.
No, I agree with you. I told you, I've always believed that, like I said, I think the people coming up from Venezuela, everything else, they're harder working, better Americans than half the Americans that we have today.
I would rather the lazy Americans.
Well, the people that think that America is the worst government place on the world, but yet they've never traveled, they need to get their ass and go on a plane and get to a couple other countries. That one girl went to Russia. She figured out that Russia isn't necessarily as fantastic as she thought. The basketball player, she figured out that, maybe America isn't as bad as she thought.
Brittany Grimes.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, she figured out pretty quick that America is pretty forgiving in comparison to other countries when it comes to that.
Immediate what I'd seen when I first seen that she was over there, and what I gathered was like, hey, she hates America. She kneels for this, that, and the other, and she gets up there and she's over there month after month after month after month, and I'm like, this is horrible. This is horrible what she's going through, and do I think that she needed to spend 9 or 10 years over there at a fucking labor camp? Hell. And when she came back and she was just so happy to see people and thank people, and she's young. I mean, she's like 22, 23, whatever she is. Yeah, I mean, young people do dumb shit.
Well, they get swept up in the whole. You get a whole bunch of people that convince you that this is the way to go and this is a good idea. I don't know the pressures that she had to do all this crap.
When the first impression I got about her, which was on the media, was anti-American and this, that, and the other. I know this right now. America brought her back, and she won't fucking damn turn around and ever when they play the just listen.
Well, I think she'd make a big mistake if she did, because we gave up a freaking that arms dealer that literally probably many Americans have died under his guns, and for her to do that and be that disrespectful to those dead Americans, that would be a very bad idea for her.
Well, I am absolutely 100% sure she will, because America brought her fucking back.
Yeah,
America brought her back. And I know, and I feel in my heart that she really, really, really appreciates that.
I hope so.
And
I hope so.
Entitled to maybe she didn't realize how much her country loved her, but she fucking damn sure realizes now.
This commercial,
yeah, she
is sponsored by Pepsi.
No, she really, and and God bless her.
Yeah.
I'm cordial for her. That's nothing there. She,
well, you know as well as I do. I wish her the best, and I hope everybody goes through their times. We don't know. I don't know the pressures that are put on her. Nobody does. I hope she learned a lesson.
A gay black lady. So she has all these things that technically kind of against her were the people turn around, don't like gays, don't like blacks or whatever. But she turned around, you know what? And I I look up to her. I look up to the way that when she got in the plane and the way she treated people and how happy she was to be picked up by America. And I think this young lady turns around and says, "Hey, I'm an American, and America picked me up." And when she turned around and said she's going to advocate for the other people to turn around over in Russia and everything, I think it's fantastic. So I don't have the same sentiment that I had about her when I first read the news as I do now. And I think reading the news is just like, I mean, so much shit sensationalized, and they sensationalized that for me. And then, my heart kicked in there, and she was just really, really, really. Um, the punishment did not fit the crime, but she did the fucking time over there. And I sure as hell hate to know that anybody that I know or my family had to go through what she went through. And
Our prisons are still filled with people that on marijuana charges. They still have people in prison right now for marijuana charges.
I'm glad. And I'll turn around. Let's kind of parlay this into the whole WNBA thing. And I like to watch her because I'm sure she's a really, really, really good basketball player. And I think there's kind of this like thing where women's basketball don't get the same money. The players have to go. I think I'd read something where they have to go play in other countries so they can make money. But I do agree the capitalism aspect. If you ain't putting asses in the damn seats, I don't give a shit if you can turn around and do a 16-foot fucking damn dunk or whatever. I mean, sports are about money, and if motherfuckers ain't money, they get cut. And
I mean, if it wasn't for the men paying, there wouldn't exist. They're not making money. Period.
WNBA is pulling money in, sponsorships, friggin' filling the seats and doing this. But because of her, I will watch it. WNBA.
That might help. Maybe this will help them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I want to see how great this young Olympic medal winner, player is, and put my ass in the seat because I I don't discriminate whether it's girls playing basketball or guys playing basketball. I've never watched a girl basketball team play. So maybe I turn and go watch it and say, "Oh my God, this is freaking fantastic! These girls are great," and I'll pay my ticket to go see them because they're athletes. They're freaking fantastic. So it's what's went on with Brittany Griner has opened my eyes to women's sports.
Well, that's good. Then it's a good thing. Maybe that's her going and doing all that was a good thing. Maybe a lot of men like you have changed for that.
Well, I have, and the crazy thing is, I didn't know that there was a change that was needed, and I guess maybe the benefit of the bad news that came. Hey, Brittany Griner, here's a bad news. She does something the other. She goes over there. Then this is a horrible punishment for her, and she gets back. Maybe I should take the time to watch women's sports. Now I'm going to give you this, Don. You ready? I'm watching the Rockettes in New York City. I took my wife to see the Rockettes, and I watched these girls. Fantastic. In time. Perfect time. Everything good. And as I'm watching these girls, I come to the conclusion in my head that women are greater than men. That we're just lucky to have women. That women are fantastic athletes, fantastic pilots, fantastic fighters.
Why was it about the guys that don't like men?
I mean, I think I don't want to give women the short end of the damn stick. It's like so. Uh, I was excited to turn around and watch these young ladies turn around and do this, and there was no end during perfect time. And what they do and their hard work, and I'm like, these girls kick ass. The money they're doing. I took my wife there, and it was something that she wanted to see. It was one of her like dream list of things to do, and I surprised her with it, and she was so happy. And we went there to see them, and I didn't want to see the Rockettes. I mean, I'm a dude. Do I give a shit about watching them girls fucking dance around? But when I sit my ass in that chair, Don, and I watch you, the talent, the work, how hard they work to turn around and do this, I thought these here are bad to the bone, and the dudes don't shit on them. We just try. I mean, guys are the men protector wise. Yeah, men are protectors. So our job, as I told your wife, Steve, our job is to protect our wives physically, or protect our wife's feelings, to turn around and be compassionate, to turn around and that's our job as husbands. But these women that turn around and get there, they kick ass. Not only kick ass, but they also bear kids. So women turn around and spit us men out of their vaginas. That's it. I'm glad I don't have one. I mean, like, it's so what's came out of that for me, Don, and the whole Brittany Griner situation, is to have a much better respect for women's sports. And so instead of changing the channel, I won't change the channel again.
Well, that's good.
Watch these young ladies that turn around, that work really, really hard, and they're going to have me on their team too. So that's where I'm at with that. Buddy.
That is good. I'm on a different subject. I did go watch Avatar 2. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
Hell no, I didn't see it.
Screaming it right now. How about that?
No, I didn't see it. So we can't talk about Avatar 2. I ain't seen it.
All right. Well, it's good. It's a good movie. I'm not going to tear it up. It's not like fantastic like the first one, but it's a good movie. It's worth it, especially since all the junk that they've been putting out,
Are
over the last year.
Do you favor Disney?
I ain't seen it.
Do you favor Disney a little bit? Do you have a Disney connection?
As far as what? I enjoy going to it, but not for the.
Hey, so
It's just I like it because it has no mosquitoes. I can just hang out,
Do your thing.
Do you think that? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Here's something good. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'd ask you this time. So, Don, this is where I sit at. You ready?
Go on.
So, I just had read that Bill Cosby is coming and doing a show. 85. He wants to do a comedy show, and then he's getting a few more civil lawsuits against him. And then I watched more and more and more, and I kind of wonder, when you open the door that we can sue you for whatever from however many years ago. I think Johnny Depp's going through it. I think Steven Tyler's going through it. And you open this door. How many of those lawsuits are just flagrant bullshit?
Exactly. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say because they're lying through their teeth, man. Some of them.
But here's the deal, Don. If you turn around and you wrong me fucking 40 years ago, now you're and a bunch of people sue you. How's that hard? How do you take people that come forward seriously? Because if they had no money, there'd be no lawsuit. You got a lot of money. I want some money. Maybe I turn around, Don, and I sue Steven Tyler for fucking me in the ass when I was 10.
you know, the problem is with those, it's hard to say because when there's so much power, they have so much power at that time that it is believable that it could have happened and been totally covered up by everybody. So it's kind of hard to say, you know, but the flip side of it is, you know, it's a lot of it's believable to, especially what we see now from Hollywood about how sick some of these people are. It's hard to say.
Text Steve the link.
What was that?
Can
Text
you
me
text
your-
Steve?
Oh yeah, let me try. Hang on.
You him so you can listen.
I'm gonna hook him up.
So I'm, you know, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying, how do we know it did? And that's a really tough thing because I'm going to turn around and say all the women that are coming up now. Hey, Steven Tyler did this. All of a sudden, it's just kind of, you know, where does that fucking statute of limitations end at? The where we can
Yeah,
turn around.
I don't know.
Where does it go away? It's like, okay, well, these 6 girls got away with suing him. We can, and like I said, not saying that didn't happen, but why did they not come up 4 years ago before the motherfucker went to prison? Why is it coming up now?
Exactly.
I mean, you knew about 40 years ago. You knew about 36 years ago. It was, like I said, I'm not saying it didn't fucking happen, but did you see where Kevin Spacey got freaking exonerated from that bullshit that cost him his whole fucking career?
You know, that's the bad part is these people are so fast to guilty just because somebody makes an accusation, man, and that needs to stop. You know, that is the worst part.
Trying to say, hey, Don Appleby.
There's the link. There's the link. I can't email it, but there's the link on the comment.
Say Don Appleby in 1999 or 2000. Most of the place with the or when we went there, mannequins. Don Appleby touched me on my dick, and
Oh
now
my God.
I'm gonna sue him.
Oh my Lord.
Think about this. If they take all the other stuff seriously, they have to take it if I turn around and sue you. Seriously.
Well, they should take it seriously. They should look at it, but
You win $1 billion in the Mega Powerball. I sue you for touching me in my special place. You give me $1 million, I walk away. There's so many frivolous bullshit fucking lawsuits, Don.
well, that's what they said. Michael Jackson said he regrets ever paying that first kid's mother because he didn't do anything wrong. But once he paid that first mother, it was over for him. It was over.
Do you send a link?
Yes.
Yeah, the link's it's in the comments. I couldn't send it to his email. I didn't have it. It's in the comment section.
Cell phone?
What was that?
Send the link to
Send it,
Steve.
Sean.
No, send the link to Steve's cell phone. He has to send it here.
Let's see if I have your. I can't. It's in the comment section. Do you see it, or do you don't have comments?
His phone.
Yeah. So like,
I don't-
give me one
Let me-
second.
Let me see. Let me see if I have your phone. I don't know if I have your phone. Hang on. I think I have the store. I don't think I have Steve. No, not that one. Ending in 5-6. Oh, geez, what happened to you, Anthony? Oh,
Link because I'm faster than you.
did you get it?
Oh, I got it. Cool. I got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna see
So-
for the wedding.
So here's the deal. You know, if we're rich and famous, we're a target. If I'm nice to you, I mean, I could get sued.
Absolutely. The richer you are, the more vulnerable you are.
Do I know that Michael Jackson touched fucking dudes? Go outside.
Yeah.
Woo!
Alright.
Echo.
Yeah, I'm saying we're good. Yeah. All right. I'll go inside.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Ah, yeah. He's coming in.
All right.
Here,
Hold
I'll
on.
change your name for you. There you go.
One second. One second. One second. I gotta add this link real quick.
Here's the deal.
I'm about to add
Well,
someone.
like I said, it's being broadcast over.
Yeah, I got it.
If they want to just watch it, it is going over YouTube, and tomorrow it'll also be on Rumble.
All right. I sent it to my friend, and I'm gonna go outside.
Oh,
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with that as far as the lawsuits, man. Like I said, I saw this story about Michael Jackson. How that was his biggest regret was paying that first mom for the kid. You know, and after that, it was like a free for all. Let's all sue Michael Jackson.
you know,
Call Moonwalker.
Don,
Hello, Don.
Hey,
I think that Michael had a tremendous amount of innocence that led to people thinking, are you gay? Are you a child molester? Are you this, that, the other? I'm not quite sure that Michael Jackson was a fucking child molester. Are you there?
yeah, I'm here. I don't know. I just, you know, he definitely had mental issues.
I'm not going to judge him that way. I think he was I think legitimately he could just been a dude that turned around and wanted to be a kid for the rest of his life.
I had a problem with the parents that would allow a sleepover and allow their child to sleep in the bed with a full-grown man. I would let my kid go there, but they would have to sleep in a separate bedroom, or I would have to be there with them.
But did that really happen?
Oh yeah, he had kids over on sleepovers, and they would just crash on the beds all around the house. It was just a big free for all of kids.
Right.
Oh, you're breaking up.
I'm a kid, right?
I didn't hear you. It broke up.
Can you hear me?
Now you're you now.
So, kid at heart, right? Kids love me. They love my music. I'm kicking butt, and I love kids. Just because I love kids don't mean I love molesting fucking kids.
Right. We don't know.
And here's the deal, Don. If I love kids and you here and I'm a famous motherfucker and you got your little girls or little boys and they come over and have a sleepover and they sleep in bed, does that mean I'm having sex with them?
No, but it's not appropriate if your parents aren't there and there isn't, you know, it's not appropriate in my opinion. I would never let anybody, no matter what, any other person's kids sleep in my bed ever. That never happened. They'd have to sleep in their own bedrooms with the kids.
Appropriate doesn't cross the line of term molesting kids.
No, but it's just inappropriate. It just shouldn't happen. It should just you should always, as
We
an adult, be clear about it.
suit our ass off for inappropriate. I think that there's a lot of shit that goes on we will never, ever, ever know.
And do we want to know?
But I'm not going to let the media paint a picture that I believe.
Well, we
I'll.
know the media is lying sacks of shit. We know that for sure.
I mean, they got it's ratings. They got to do ratings. They got to. Hey, you know what? I was really, really sad. I like Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters died. I really like Barbara Walters. God bless her.
She was
She
respected.
and she didn't fuck around, dude. She would pull anything. She didn't hold no bars back of what she
Yeah,
turned.
she was one of those old school news women, you know, that she was always pretty tough.
She was a first right there. She was, God bless her. You know what? Her family, her kids, and she pulled questions out. She did it with all the people that I, when I never thought I would feel sad when I watched somebody or read something on the news that somebody died, but I was really, really sad that she had passed away. And I'm compelled now to watch a lot of Barbara Walters interviews because she really would get down to it, like reasonably. Not like I like freaking Howard Stern's. I like Howard Stern's interviews because Howard Stern don't put a. I mean, Howard Stern will turn around and he'll
Just
he'll 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 create a scenario.
that he bumped that.
Do what?
You want me to start a little bit? Put your mute on. Hi, I'm gonna go talk.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
I
That's
apologize,
done.
everybody. Anthony, step out for a second.
All right. I got my. Oops.
15.
I'll take Anthony's mic off because they're getting back feedback. Okay, I got you there.
So at 1:15 in the morning, we drink a little bit as business people.
Taking it easy.
I hope me and you and Don are not the only people here. Is this recorded?
It's recorded. It'll be online. So
My buddy, my buddy that went to our renewal, C, the only dark man there. You know, I tried to get him to connect, and he answered, and I was like appreciative, like, hey, I don't like to call late, but like we like to make our, and we like to tell our friends about stuff. Don, what got you into doing this?
well, this is a good way to just talk different issues.
Mhm.
Like I said, have you seen the Avatar yet?
I haven't, and it's funny.
Okay.
Guess what? Tuesday. So my wife works for Ford Motor Credit. Don
Right.
gets a plan when he's ready for a new car,
Okay.
and Anthony's already got it. He already knows how it feels to have the A plan. A team. But Tuesday we were supposed to go to Avatar for $5 because we got Ford discount.
Yeah, that's what I do. I go to the $2 the savings on Tuesdays.
I'm talking about AMC, like high end.
Right.
But we were supposed to go, but like we're going to talk about this. How about how COVID turned into the cold, flu / everything? So she got a little sick. I'm like, oh great, you're sick. I'm sleeping by you. You have you know, we get sick. You know what I'm saying? So like she got sick and we didn't go. But here's the funny thing about COVID, and I think it you know, it's the old flu that's the new flu. But if you go out in public, right, and I feel so terrible about older people that got sick and passed away, but I do feel this way. Don't go out in public if you're afraid of it and touch a door handle.
Well, washing your hands is always a smart move, you know?
Do you wash your hands every door handle you touch when you leave the house?
You can't. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
That's why, it's impossible.
Yeah. So the people that really are under the weather and shouldn't be around that, they should have other people that care about them. This is what I would do for my elders. I don't have any more elders, everybody. I lost my mom and dad in my family, my uncle, and also my wife's mom and dad and brother. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my significant people I take care of, like mom and dad, they're not there. And you should always appreciate your parents, regardless if you had a bad relationship, because you can never pay them back on the point of they got you through just living, period. Living, period. Living, period. I mean, they could have been the worst dad, mom, beat you, anything. They got you to the point where you are alive today. That note. But when it comes to stuff, the virus stuff, just like when I talked about before, the earth is eradicating fleas. So regardless of China, regardless of any kind of superbug, it does it in a certain way. History.
When we look at the whole virus, and I saw it from the very beginning,
why did people die? A whole bunch of people died.
We have 55,000 people that die every year from the flu, and the flu got cured during COVID. And all those deaths became COVID deaths.
my question is what happened to the flu people that year?
They all disappeared.
Right. What happened to the cold people?
All the respiratory pneumonia, everything disappeared when COVID came out. So if you go look at this, I did this at the beginning and I got banned off of YouTube. I got banned off of Facebook because I posted the numbers. The death numbers didn't change.
But
The only thing that changed was the numbers, what was attributed to the death. There was 55,000 deaths every month forever for deaths for flu. And then what happened is those 55,000 just became COVID deaths. And that was the only difference. There was a little bump, a little bit of raises, but not much. If anybody wants to go look and challenge my numbers, it's a fact. There's the death numbers never changed from 5 years ago to 2 years ago to this year.
So how many deaths do we lose sending troops to a war?
Well, that's a different number I haven't looked up, and that it's not that bad. We actually do pretty good when that happens.
It's the same thing, but I don't take headache medicine personally. I get the vax. I'm not a vaxxer, but I'm not against it. But I'm also the person that's like, I have computers. So every person that brings a computer in has not sanitized their computer. Probably 95% of them haven't, except I'm ADHD. So like whenever I see something, I'm like, it's dirty. I like to clean it. When I clean a computer, I clean it. But do they do that as a cautionary measure to give it to someone? No. Do they wipe the door after they touch it? No. Do they wipe their door handle on their car before they do it? Do they not breathe on people's face and get in front of them if they can't talk loud? No. So it is probably, without saying any proof, it's probably a little bit of media, money, political, and just the normal shit that goes on every day.
Drug companies, politicians investing in the drug companies before they made the drug. Let's be honest, that's who made the money.
Drugs and sex, but the sex is involved.
We don't make the money off of that.
But if you have sex, you have a kid while you have COVID. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
I would be very upset as I'm a 41-year-old visual that hasn't had kids. My wife will work in that direction. I was raised by grandparents that adopted me, and the way I believe people should have kids is have a little bit of money in the account, be not successful, but being able to handle it without backup from the government, unless you really need, like if something burns down or something happened like the hurricane in Fort Myers. I need that kind of help. But I went to Florida State with a bachelor's degree in information technology, a minor in business. I could have got a psychology minor and also a meteorology minor by taking one class, but I decided, to stop borrowing money. I borrowed money from the government myself. I pay student loans. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? In a scenario that maybe this shot is actually stop that possibility, but I can't do anything except do one thing: live day by day.
That's it.
Live day by day.
Well, that's a good place to leave it. Then we'll wrap that up. Let's all wash our hands, live day by day, and let's get through this. And we'll have a good night, man. Good talking to you.
Love talking to you. It's the end of the show, and hey, we're number one today.
Yeah, we got you down there. We'll take I got to get down to you and pick up that computer. Hope you got something set up for the little one for me. Did Anthony tell you about it?
Anybody that's listening, anybody that brings up the show that listens to it, we'll give them 10% and give Dawn 5%.
Oh, hey, woo! All right, so
Florida app.
All right, let me put you up there again. See, let's put you up there again. There it is, Computer Express in Lakeland.
Yeah, and if you look us up on Google and compare us all to any small computer store, even Publix next to us, we have 1,200 reviews with a 4.9 rating, and we do Apple repair even if it's been washed.
Yep, he does my Apple repairs. He's the only one that does any of my Apple repairs. Yeah. So, and he's always been able to fix all of my Apple stuff. So just keep that in mind for people. They don't have to erase your computer to fix it, unlike Apple, who has to erase everything.
We're about the only place that does custom gaming computers anymore.
That's what I'm hoping. You got a good custom computer for me. We'll hopefully pick that up.
Very nice. Well,
all right, man.
tonight, everybody. I love all y'all.
Happy New Year, Steve. Tell Anthony Happy New Year. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Love you,
All right.
brothers.
Bye.